Right. When you join Kratos, if you're here, right. There we go. So as we go into this match, we're doing this one a bit early, as Trap Hustler
Народ, здорово,
was
как
supposed to be our
слышно?
second
Звук
match
есть у
against
вас,
Right
комментаторов?
now, we'll get into the Trap Hustler, so we're gonna do this
Сейчас
set now.
комментируем.
Rather than
в
on
общем.
the rather than
Должен
on the
быть,
fly
напишите, пожалуйста.
replacing opponent, I
Give him
think
a
it
bit of
makes
time to
more
get in.
sense that we give Trap Hustler more whatever. Because the thing is, we don't know what's going on or whether there's some kind of thing that's got him delayed. Maybe he's stuck in school. Maybe he's stuck in work. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
And
if we have
also,
the option
like,
to give him extra time, then
as much as we're, you know, as much as we like putting these on, like, these aren't the most serious first attempts known to mankind, right? Like, so if someone
Окей,
comes
если
up, or
есть,
someone's
ребята,
busy,
мы
or
начинаем.
you know,
Знаете, что
anything
я
actually
всегда
important happens, then of course,
буду
you know,
с вами
sometimes people just
следить
can't
вообще
play.
за
Although I'm
всем
happy we
этим
got to over
происходящим.
9 weeks of
Также
these
за
before someone
чатом,
last minute
донаты все ваши,
was
я
like not
тоже
here.
слежу
So I
после
think we had a
каждого
pretty
боя.
good track
Призовой
record.
фонд
I think
вы
we've had some
можете
extra
пополнить.
steps since we
То
did the
есть вы
MKX
все
and
можете
Justice
делать
one.
так же,
I
как
see you
и
guys in the
обычно во
video for
время
the Mortal
сета.
Kombat
Просто
YouTube
я
channel.
буду
Yes,
молчать.
we
В
are.
сконцентрированной игре
It's a
вы будете
multiple-part
слышать
series that
комментаторов
focuses on the
братьев
different ranks. The
Соусов.
first episode
Так
that aired
что
today covers
потихонечку
the
начинаем,
initial
присаживайтесь
ranks.
поудобнее.
And I recorded all of it myself, gameplay wise. That's why it's all noob cybot. We're going to start recording the other two ones very, very soon. Now Combat League season has begun again, and we're going to be recording together, which is nice because we get character variety in there, so everything's a bit nicer a bit more entertaining because it's more character variety, which is cool.
But no, it's something we're happy to do, and hope you guys enjoy the other episodes. But anyway, so this was going to be our main event, and pretty much still is, but we're doing it a little bit earlier than planned. ArnKratos versus Combat. This is a set that they organized themselves, and Kratos brought it to me and was like, "Would love to play this on your first 10 Friday." So they made it happen, and shout outs to the Russian community. I'm pretty sure the Russian community kind of crowdfunded and got a little bit of prize money for this. Last I checked, it was on $50, so I don't know if it's gone up or anything, but minimum $50, which is really cool, and we're looking to play that now. But just waiting on Kratos and Combat. So I'm just gonna invite Combat now. Just want to see if Kratos is ready, because I'm pretty sure Kratos is streaming this himself. I actually think this set might actually be on multiple Twitches. I think Kratos is streaming it from his perspective. I think Do Basic is streaming it on his channel in Russian, and obviously we're streaming it on ours, as this is our show. Okay, they're all ready to go. So, oh, it's just XX, not XXX. Oh, it's XX Combat XX Killer. I think that's the one. No mutual friends, but it should be okay. Right.
Итак, ребята, мы собираемся начать. KombatKiller присоединяется. Я надеюсь, все в порядке, все хорошо слышно. Так. Все, я надеюсь, все слышно. Painkiller, спасибо большое. Спасибо. Обязательно после каждой игры я буду чекать донат.
Мы увидим Гераса. Как думаешь?
Okay. My voice sounds like the grizzled, disgraced cop that now must uncover the conspiracy while fighting the elite. I can dig it. Right, I think we're good to go. Yep, I think so. Okay, Combat, do Basic. Two players that we saw have...
Combat and do Basic?
Yeah.
ArnKratos, you mean?
Ignore me, I'm a bloody idiot. Combat and ArnKratos. Jesus Christ. I looked at the name ArnKratos and said do Basic. Ignore me, but not anymore, as ArnKratos and Combat. Two players that had a really good... two players that have a really good track record at NEC. They both had a really good top 8 placing. Kratos getting really far. I believe he got winners finals, defeated Sonic Fox in the winners.
Combat had a bit more of a a heartbreaker that he needed to get like kind of a couple of placements more or one placement higher to confirm himself. However, definitely going to be present at the LCQ, as will ArnKratos, apparently. So who knows? For all we know, maybe this is some kind of a insight over the last chance qualifier grand finals. For all we know,
it might be, but just give 1 second to get these names on the scoreboard.
I love how Lamook has permanently become this like stream-wide meme that is forever here now. But I mean, Johnny Cage versus Shang Tsung. I know some players have said they think Cage wins this. I know, you know, some other Shang Tsung players. I know Foxy's come out saying he thinks maybe actually Shang doesn't do so bad in this matchup.
I don't see why Shang would. I don't see why Shang would get bodied by. I mean,
supposedly it's the pressure. You know, supposedly it's the Cage pressure that is the deal breaker. But hey, look, a first to 10 of a matchup with what a lot of people say is the best Shang Tsung player in the world right now, and Combat, who was kind of like the original Johnny Cage of MK11. He was using Johnny Cage when no one believed in this character.
No force block either. Oh, tried to add with the soul steal, but just didn't hit. Actually looked at that range that almost it should have done, but didn't meant to be. Jump kick clean over.
Now I'm genuinely intrigued over the ping here. You know, Combat is North America and ArnKratos is Russia. Plus, it's being streamed from us. Plus, I believe ArnKratos is streaming it himself. So I'm actually going to be very curious to see how well this ping holds up.
But it doesn't look too bad from our perspective. Ooh, just goes into the ground eruption. I actually wonder if that ground eruption was like a flawless block bait. Like if you try and let go of block to flawless block, you just get tagged by the skulls on the ground. So you're seeing the strength of that corpse drop. It really is Shang Tsung's greatest projectile. You know, that's what makes Shang Tsung such a strong screen control character, right? You have the ground eruption for just the coverage, but it really is that corpse drop that is the most obnoxious thing. It does so much damage, especially when you amplify it. It's a constant threat. Oh, flawless block attempt. A little bit of a conversion.
Doesn't commit to the whole string. Actually, if he did, maybe would have got a whiff punish there. And now he's fishing for it. Gets clipped. Maybe a flawless block attempt that didn't work out. Either way. Excuse me. No confirm again. Very uncharacteristic that Kratos doesn't actually get the confirm on that. Couple of missed executions. All right, all right. Actually, a potential to come back here.
I mean, absolutely. Wake up fatal blow. Going to be doing a chunk of damage by itself. And this is absolutely going to be like one combo kill territory for Kratos. But no breakaway either from Combat. One hit here will do it. No, he missed it. That could have been the hit. Oh, no punish.
Oh my god, no punish. What is going on? He's going to get a little bit of health back, actually. No longer needing the last breath. And that's goes for maybe the corpse drop just being a little bit faster. The forward throw does keep him alive. It's almost like an ironic thing. I believe the forward throw is what made the throw not kill. However, it gave ArnKratos enough health to survive the two force balls. That was a very insane way to start the first game. But hey, you know, taste of things to come, perhaps. I'm looking forward to it.
Was that a Shang quote?
Let's go, Tari. Welcome to the chat, bro. I realized it was a Shang quote, but it was purely accidental. But it was good. I'll give myself a pat on the back for that.
You're so cheesy, dude.
Well, yeah, it's Mortal Kombat. I believe in a fair fight.
No, one-on-one, man-to-man, outtake to not outtake.
Just like my daddy taught me. Never play the mirror.
Don't mirror, it's not worth it.
You just talk about projectile characters and say, what I saw back there was not very fair.
But speaking of projectiles, though, that's where we saw the most potential, I think, from Kratos. Like, he got a couple of hits and no full confirms. But, of course, you have to remember, right? Like, I feel like we are going to see some missed confirms because of the fact that there must be such considerable ping between the two players, you know. But kudos to MK11 for having the netcode to allow it to happen, and kudos to the players for being willing to play it, you know. Because we have to remember, you know, Kratos' community have raised some money for this set as well, you know. So absolutely worth playing for.
But projectiles is where this matchup will change. You know, we're familiar with Shang Tsung being very projectile.
Oh, I love how he finished that string just to get out of the way from the whip punish.
Absolutely. But my point is, like, Shang Tsung is one of the most projectile heavy characters in the game, one of the best zoners in the game, but outtake Cage, the force balls and that, they naturally allow Cage to compete from a further range. So it does force, you know, Kratos to kind of show where his variety of Shang Tsung comes in, how his composure comes in, how he can deal from ranges that are otherwise a little bit weird, but that's a confirm. Instantly catching the ground eruption from the jump 3. I like it.
Also,
But it's a bit more like,
a choice to not
break
away though from Kratos as well. Oh, from Combat, I should say. Oh no, actually, you did the bar. I was looking at the wrong one. Never mind.
Yeah, it was the wrong side of the screen.
Because even if he did, though, it was one of the situations where, you know, maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. Kind of playing it safe, perhaps. But the corner pressure, this is where Johnny really thrives. It's like we saw before from Mantis versus Derpy. Johnny really is the king of this kind of sweet spot distance of corner pressure. Oh,
and he gets the poke, of course. Shang Tsung's down 2, not to be messed around with.
One of the better anti-airs in the game, not only because of its speed and hitbox, but also the fact that most of the time you're going to get a down 4 into ground eruption on the back of it too. And we see Kratos hit that more than anyone else.
Lamook, it's an inside joke that's going to take so long to explain, and when we finish explaining... Oh, and again! Whiffs the entire string and then gets the full crushing blow guaranteed. I liked that. Constantly whiffing the forward 2-4-2 just to make sure that Shang moves far enough away, but he's dead, 100%.
Now, there's obviously a big thing for any Johnny Cage player to commit to the fatal blow, losing the ability to dash cancel it, but I feel like the dash cancel isn't going to be as prominent in the mid-screen of this matchup at all, due to the fact that it's almost entirely projectile-based. But using it to get the round, I'd say definitely worth it.
Oh, yeah. I'm a firm believer that if you get that fatal blow to take the round, then do it, for sure. Long reaching forward 2. That's the generous thing, you know, with Warlock. That is going to be a down 2, though, but not that the morph ever really gets used.
I'm trying to do the same thing back. I respect
what is going on? So many uppercuts, dude. All right.
Ooh.
Kratos. Yeah, he's still on a life lead, but still has to be really careful.
Stay patient with Combat.
Wake up,
wow.
down
I was saying about the patience. Like, Combat is just sitting there while Kratos walks him down, and then out of nowhere, just wake up uppercut.
How's it going, Trap Hustler? Oh, Trap Hustler. Yeah, we started the set early because we couldn't get a hold of you. But it basically means that when this set is finished, you're going to be able to play after these guys finish playing, basically. I don't know if you were told already. I might have been a little bit late to the party on that one, but we gave you some extra time. It's the TLDR of it. That's going to be a game there from Kratos. You know what the sacrilegious thing? I'd never heard of ArnKratos really before MK11. I know he had a Green Lantern, I think, in Injustice 2.
I know ArnKratos was a big online player, known for like an online Green Lantern back in Injustice 2, but wasn't widely regarded to be one of the kind of like top competitive players in Injustice 2 around international. But MK11 could not have been a different story, you know, like some of these players. I feel like every scene kind of has its player that has, you know, kind of low-key played, but has really kind of like, you know, forced themselves into the spotlight of just being able to click with either a character or the game itself. And I feel like ArnKratos is definitely the CIS region's version of that, you know, especially with this Shang Tsung. I don't even know who ArnKratos was playing. Was he playing Aaron Black before, wasn't he? I think. And then he just made the full commitment over to Shang Tsung.
Well, one thing I guarantee we're going to see is more ArnKratos in 2020.
Don't worry about it, Trap Hustler. I did realize that you hadn't actually responded in the group chat until we went live, so that's probably just, you know, I'll just have to remember in the future to make sure to, you know, make sure that everyone individually confirms before I go live. So, lesson learned. Also, Showstopper is the change to combat. So Showstopper, I'm pretty sure the force balls don't whiff on Shang, and I believe the straight one will. The big thing about this matchup is like the straight fireball actually travels faster, I believe, in Showstopper than the arcing version. So I imagine you might have a higher chance to like stuff the startup of the corpses. So you might have a little bit of a better job at just like winning the trade in projectiles.
More variety of when you actually land a hit too, right? Like now it doesn't matter because ArnKratos can't break away, so we're gonna get a full, you know, unscaled combo regardless. But fundamentally, like if we catch anything and we stun, Kratos is going to be on the ground and can't break away until a little bit later. So you can go for Unbreakable if you wish. You can go for Restand if you want.
Okay, so it whiffed. I imagine like
he's trying to punish.
Do the force balls actually whiff in this matchup?
All right. And he keeps it unbreakable. And that's exactly what it's all about, variety and giving yourself a little bit more options. Kratos, he would have used Breakaway if we went for a jump 3. So fundamentally, it's all about just trying to give yourself a few more options, you know, and that was just a perfect opportunity for Combat to go with a variation that just gives you those tools, and it changes the matchup. I think this one change to Showstopper does change this matchup quite a lot.
Well, that's the thing though, because I normally when you see someone swap to Showstopper from Outtake, your first thought is this a matchup where the Force Balls jail? Because normally that is the main reason people change. But it looks like Shang Tsung, they still whiff on him. But again, you get the camera, you get the straight projectile, so it's a bit more consistent if you're trying to trade. Because like the arcing Force Balls are really good for like not being able to be like, you know, ducked, or, you know, certain ranges they act as mids effectively, and their startup is so fast. But Shang usually is okay to just take the trade, right, and is just gonna accept the corpse drop, you know, take damage, but know the corpse drop is probably gonna do more damage anyway. But then now you've got just the straight up like bullet that is the normal Force Ball from Johnny Cage, combined with higher damage on the camera, as well as obviously like the fatal blow, not touch of death, but death combo potential with this huge damage. It's definitely working out.
And now the change has been made immediately, so now the Force Balls are faster, and it's a bit more of a counter-zoning tool. Kratos has now made the change instantly to Soul Eater, because he wants that smoke shade. I wonder, you know, it's going to be Cage, potentially Cage versus Shang Tsung all the way, but these variations are going to change like the weather depending on who picks who, I think.
Well, I like that decision though, because like you said, Soul Eater Shang, you know, you lose all of your projectiles pretty much in favor of the ninja moves. Oh, big punish!
Mac. Nice, optimized. Unfortunately, you do really only get to end combos and uppercut. As ugly as it looks, it is your highest damage. There's that punish.
Whoa, oh my god, that was gorgeous.
Oh my god, I'm just going to get the stun. That is one of the most... Oh my god. And he gets the plus frames. One of the most damaging up 2 combos I think I've ever seen in my life. And he still gets the fatal blow. He keeps it. Good god.
That was such a good decision though. You know, going for the restand, guaranteed plus frames, dashing down one. He just wanted to get chip damage. And if at any point you squirm, you're definitely going to die. That's exactly what we saw. Okay, there's a catch. Hit confirm. Oh. Ooh, wake up cut. That's what we're going to see though, right? Like this the Soul Eater change. You don't have the best damage in the world. You end combos and down 2, but you still keep some pressure. But it forces the match to be point blank, which is where the Force Balls aren't reliable. But it isn't mattering so far. Combat is just taking the damage. Another hit confirm.
That's what he's looking for.
Yeah, side switch.
Oh, crushing blow. No opportunity to go for a fatal blow there. And wow, just getting clipped. Oh my god.
What was that?
I don't know what kind of drop that was. I don't even know what Combat tried to go for there. The game is his, though. And now he's going to seal the deal.
So he used Fatal Blow to win both rounds.
Yep, and he still has it.
I'm so sick of seeing...
He could do that, Mercy, and then still have his Fatal Blow to win again.
Johnny Cage wins.
Oh,
right.
My word.
There we go. Let's make sure I've got the match counter.
I'm still kind of reeling over that crazy up 2 combo we saw in round 1. Like, tight execution right there. Very tight execution.
Johnny Cage, dude, it is tough. Like, those kind of, like, those... Going for the shades on the ground is easy peasy, but going for the shades off of, like, juggles is a bit more difficult. Because it's just a lot more kind of weird. Obviously, juggling into things as opposed to just doing them on the ground is always a bit more strange. But, I think the biggest change there was... I understand why ArnKratos changed, but... Shang is almost a completely different character in Soul Eater compared to normal. Because again, like Soul Eater is the close range Shang Tsung. You get a true 50-50 with the, you know, the mid into the overhead for the safe crushing blow latched on. The unsafe low with the reptile slide. Obviously, you still get to convert with the Ermac lift, but you lose all of your projectiles. But you still get decent damage. You know, like I think it's about the same as you get in Warlock. It's just a little bit different. Kind of like combo pathing wise, but you keep Oki, you get to really abuse your auto shimmy really well. The rain kick can give you elements of pressure, but obviously it's -9, so I'm sure Johnny Cage will be able to punish it. Ooh.
Can't quite confirm. Combat constantly trying to sort of jump out of things, so no opportunities. Wake up, flawless block. All right. One way to strong arm a turn back. And there's the delay. Ooh. Oh, another one.
Oh, and again?
Oh my god, here we go again. Here we go.
Restand,
again.
he will.
He didn't quite have the meter, so we couldn't get the sunglasses. Oh, wow. That was just Kratos saying, you know what, I've had enough of that. Importantly, though, actually winning the round after the Glasses crushing blow has been used up by Combat. So although, yeah, he still gets his fatal blow and he can still use the combos and the cancels, I mean, he's not going to have that immediate crushing blow kind of restand, which is vital.
But that's it, right? No Combat. Oh, falling victim to that smoke parry. Wake up uppercut again. I've actually seen Combat do that a lot in this set so far. It's just wake up, just raw down too.
What's the ping? I'm actually not sure. Can't see it. Looks like it's, well, these guys are landing all their stuff, so I assume it's playable. Oh, tries to let the super kick rip. Another flawless block. One of the matchups, you know, Shang Tsung has one of the absolute best jump threes in the entire game. It's notoriously hard to anti-air him with buttons, but you've got flawless block execution. You can flawless block anti-air instead. It's just way harder. Nice combos there. Good damage. 36% right there.
Yeah, spent
Not
both
bad
offensive bars, but it's given him a solid lead. Absolutely worth it.
Holds the jump in. Has to watch out for the cancels. And now he has to let the camera rip immediately. Can't get the crushing blow, but is this still going to be...
Your soul is mine.
Not quite, but chip territory. Quick attack. There it is. The plate. Oh.
I was thinking, is that going to be enough? You know, because he's got the extra damage on the very end. Because
even if it wasn't, you are going to be in a chip death territory there, right? And that's the situation we found ourselves in. Now you're going to see Kratos. He's going to go for those preemptive smoke shakes. You know, it does chew up the Johnny Cage force ball, but you can't. I don't believe you can do it on reaction. I think it's a bit too fast.
There's cancels. The cancels for the super kick, not incredibly real, especially if you go for the forward two afterwards. There's a lot of startups there. And now, lets it rip. More meter. Costs some defensive bar to cancel, so he still has the meter to get the damage if he wants to get the full conversion. Oh, whiffs, tries to maybe punish, walks into the second one. Throws up the plus frames. Once again, Combat stands up into it. Clipped again, super kick. Not going to die. Max Lift does notoriously low amount of damage. Jump 3 is going to be more than enough. I like this. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
That was a really solid round overall from ArnKratos. I must admit, I've actually never seen him play Soul Eater myself. I didn't even know he like dabbled in anything but Warlock. But considering he is considered to be like a Shang specialist through and through, it does not surprise me to see that he's
he used some of the Soul. He used Soul Eater at NEC a little bit.
Really?
Just a little bit.
All the matches I saw from Kratos were Warlock, but it's nice to see like both variations.
It's definitely matchup dependent.
Yeah,
absolutely
sure.
a matchup thing.
But that's what variations are supposed to do. You know, that's what they exist for. It's to give you more tools, more options, right? And it just it helps you be a character specialist. You know, it really does. And being a character specialist is what most of us like. I feel like I would wager that like 9 out of 10 viewers, 9 out of 10 fans of a game prefer watching character specialists to people that counter pick and have like a huge team of characters, right? And I'm definitely in that percentage. Like I love watching people just pick a character, specialize, commit, and just be like a master of that character. You know, I've always preferred that. And also every time ArnKratos picks this character, we just get to hear the Raiden go Shang Tsung, like without fail. Are you there?
I am here. I just don't have the voice.
Oh, you're not hearing it. You're not getting to experience this.
No, I don't. I don't use the Raiden
I'm so
voice.
sorry to hear that.
I like the classic one, like the regular one. I still would love a Steve Ritchie.
Yeah, same. Ooh, the confirming that Mac lived.
It really is so ugly that Shang Tsung has to end his combos in the uppercut, but it really is the highest damage you can get. Mac lift. Even though it's a 6-hit combo, once again doing barely any damage.
Round 2.
But that's always the thing about Soul Eater is, you know, you have these different enders, but it really depends on how much hits of the combo have been used. You know, gravity plays a huge part in these. The punish on the down 4 could have been a bit bigger, but he's going to take the turn stealer instead.
Your soul
Just that jump
is
distance. If you
mine.
give Shang Tsung an instant jump in, he's likely to take it.
Oh my god!
нашего
I have
термина.
never seen that happen in my life.
No, it's because the up 2 leaps up and Shang Tsung's in a really crouched state after that. Now, yeah, you can flawless block the gap, but Shang Tsung, he's crouching down, right? And the up 2 goes really high up in the air. That's just hitboxes technically working as intended, but it's very tragic
punish.
for Johnny Cage.
I think Kratos getting a little bit too cute there. But he's going to keep the life lead. This won't kill, but it will be close to even on health, at least. Oh, Kratos, he just woke up with a crouch, I think. Well, he's got the life lead. He can definitely afford to make that decision. Lost a lot of health for it, but definitely not out of this.
A little bit.
This is absolutely fatal blow kill confirmed, but no!
Oh, he bets everything. He bets everything. He actually had the chance. He gets he got the 2% health life, back because the forward grab. It kept him potentially in it. But he goes for a big read.
That's probably the weirdest thing about Soul Eater is just how it has so much different crushing blows. Is that a mag lift? We just see. Oh no! Tried to get a little bit of damage to the ending.
Yeah, that back 1-2 ender likely trying to go for a reptile slide side switch was the sentence I was trying to get out there. Now, this is
even
dangerous.
then, like the reptile slide crushing blow is practical. The reptile slide mix-up existing opens up the possibility of getting the back one safe overhead. Oh, Johnny Cage being one of the characters that can just crouch under the rain kick. I didn't even know that, but it doesn't surprise me.
Will the privilege ever end?
Is he dead?
Not
no,
quite.
He's close.
There's no interactable we can.
Oh,
the flawless block! Combat, you beast!
Flawless block into. No, isn't that normally a safe wake up, but it becomes unsafe? You flawless block it. There are a lot of wake ups like that. Damn,
yes,
Combat.
There are some wake up. A lot of flawless blocks up threes, I believe, become at least -10. Actually, I'm not gonna have time. Damn it! I was gonna give him a strong 2.
That's got to be one of the scariest things, though, about, like, you have a character as good as Johnny Cage, and then you have someone like Combat who has, A, been playing this character since day one, and B, is so good at the universal mechanics that anyone can do. You throw that on top of a character like Johnny Cage, and it's just all the more scary, right? Like, universal, flawless blocking gaps, flawless blocking jump-ins, knowing when to wake up buttons, knowing when to, try and squirm around, right? Like, all that strange but very important universal MK11 stuff. Someone that is good at all that and is good with probably the best character in the game, I can imagine nothing more difficult to deal with.
Round 1.
Well, same variation still. ArnKratos. I think as long as Showstopper is the character in play, we will see Soul Eater. He needs to be able to shut down that kind of full screen game and open up his own. At the moment you smoke shake the projectiles, opens up opportunities for you to use your own. And as a zoning character in any degree, that's what you want. But here we go. Full confirm. Breakaway used a little bit later, but this is where he wants to be. Cage, Showstopper, has the luxury of quite a lot of pushback. The tools are always there. The corner carry is real. Goes in for the back 3, but dedicates openly. That is information. Clear that Johnny Cage, maybe he can't actually get the up 2 versus that back 3 overhead string.
Oh no!
He tried to whiff punish. You hate to see that. You try and whiff punish a string and walk right into it. Wake up down 4, come here. Hang on a minute. Yeah, he's not going to fatal blow. Oh, no. Would have worked if he got it a little bit earlier. Preemptive smoke shake just in case he throws a projectile.
Wow,
he just
Combat
walks right into it.
Yeah, Combat sat there and did nothing for like 5 seconds, and the second he threw a projectile, that's when Kratos decided to move forward. It's unfortunate.
So he walks in. If he dedicated to a jump 3, that totally would have worked, and we definitely would have seen an Ermac after that. Oh, flawless block attempt. He tried to flawless block the jump in right there. That's
no, but Combat, did he just empty jump? I think he just
yeah, that was an empty jump. I think.
Oh no!
It kind of seems to me like Combat was genuinely like a couple of steps ahead there. That was a very obvious empty jump. No flawless block. Takes the plus frames, getting clipped. Super kick.
Spends both bars. Combat opting not to break away. Decent damage, but at the cost of all of your resources. Oh, and there's the flawless block again.
Never ending. If you take a character with an amazing jump and he's dead, surely he's dead. He can't break away. And yeah, we're on the outpost.
No, not enough.
Almost.
Oh, meaty down 1.
Yeah, because that down 1 into Rising Star was going to kill if he got hit by it. I know he would have potentially maybe last breath survived, but I mean, that's just hindsight. Who knows?
Damn. I mean, Combat, he's just a snowball player, right? Like, I feel like a lot of the younger players in the scene that play these, like, high-octane, high-speed characters are a bit like that, right? And again, it's when the mechanics of the game really lend themselves to that playstyle. When you do decide to just go all in and you're just constantly going for offense. And then you get knocked over. Your opponent tries to go for a meaty deep jump kick to try and keep their turn going, and you wake up with a flawless block. Like, look, it's so dangerous.
The fact of the matter is, Combat is an absolute favorite to win the final Combat Last Chance qualifier, and this is why. Like, he's so insanely just naturally talented at this game because he's been a grinder since, like he kind of came onto the scene for Injustice 2, right, as an online warrior. And then took it as seriously as he could, but he was inexperienced offline. And MK11, he was like, right, this is my game. This is the game I'm going to have my breakout performance in. And so far, he's been really proving it. The only reason he's not already confirmed for the final combat is because he couldn't get, you know, his passport and visa sorted out for a couple of tournaments that he was originally supposed to attend, but couldn't. Caused him to miss out on some points.
Now, a big change here, though, on Kratos. He's gone back to Warlock. So, all the reasons he picked Soul Eater for, I think we saw elements of combat not really caring, right? Like, Soul Eater...
The damage didn't
it gets good hit confirms, it gets, you know, decent mix-ups, but it's very point-blank, and I feel like Kratos wanted the matchup to be really close range, where Soul Eater can obviously thrive, but Combat is just so good at playing that style himself, that I think it definitely makes sense to try and play the distance game a little bit more, where I feel like Kratos just has a much better spacing game overall, as a player, for the way that he, you know, plays Shang. I think Warlock fits him a lot better. He has a great Soul Eater, but I feel like especially against Combat, I think Warlock might just be the better choice.
Now he's got that corpse drop game going. The corpse drop, one of the stronger projectiles. And it's that max range. You know, Combat is looking to get some trades. Outspeed the corpse drop at some ranges as well. But here comes the ground eruption. Gets the confirm. A lot of effort for 18%, but he has no choice but to really take what he can. Gets it again. And tactically ending everything in the back forward 4 at the charge. Sending him full screen once again. Every time you hit Cage, you've got to keep him... We've seen the damage and we've seen the pressure. He has to keep him as far away as physically possible. You do not want this character anywhere near you.
Arcadia Skies, I just saw that raid, man. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. We normally have alerts on, but we've turned them off for the exhibition, so we don't get loads of interruptions. But thanks very much, man.
Long time no see, bro.
Yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. He's doing some exhibitions on Mortal Kombat 11 right now. We have one of the absolute best players from the CIS Russia region against Combat, really successful USA player. These are two people that should hopefully be at the last chance qualifier for the World Finals.
A couple of months away now, not long.
Yeah, so it's like just about a month and a half, just over a month and a half. Oh, another
flawless block on the jump 3. What are you doing? Jumping in at me. Ooh, combo. Oh, he really tries to optimize it, this Combat. Does give Kratos an avenue, though. Wow, lets the entire string with and...
У меня возникает трудности, как вы видите, народ. Дело в чем?
Dare I say, running away with this
тем,
one.
чтобы
6 games to 2 at the moment, which is a bit more one-sided than I was expecting. It just looks like this change to Showstopper has been very troublesome.
Сейчас я попробую снова пожирателя.
But again, this absolutely feeds into why Johnny Cage is considered to be the best character in the game right now. There really is no counter, right? He is arguably the most complete character in the game because of these 2 variations covering everything he could need. I honestly, and this is like more of a personal opinion, I don't see this as I want Johnny to lose everything. I would much rather every character to be a bit like that, where there are just like the variations cover everything you need to cover. Because I feel like, isn't that the point of the variation system? You know, the variation system should exist, in my opinion, to make a character complete, to make a character be able to have a couple of variations, and that will deal with everything that character needs to deal with. I feel like to do anything else is almost just making diet versions of characters. I feel like Johnny is an example of what the variation system should be, in my opinion.
Okay, go to the jump in. And yeah, back to Soul Eater. You see the absolute changing combo. Spends his meter, but now nothing left in the tank. Johnny Cage with 2 bars of offense and Showstopper is always bad news. One of them's going to get spent. And now, just, yeah, breakaway. He's got not many resources now. About to get 2 bars back. Combat has spent his breakaway, so if he gets clipped, there's a real potential here. It's the grab. It's that reversal forward. Throws him into the corner. This is scary news, dude. He's not got breakaway. Uh-oh.
Opting not to end in the car this time.
Plus frames, has to hold it. The whip, oh, can't quite get the punish.
Oh, plus frames, okay, so you get 2% back. 2% back when you have 1.5 is important. Oh! And Combat the fuzzies, look at the reactions.
Oh my god. That was just a weird way to end the round. That hop looks almost like a flawless block. You know, maybe he's going to try and flawless block up 2 or something. But worked out anyway.
That was serious comeback for Kratos there. Looked for sure like it was all over, but manages to find the hit, confirms into fatal blow.
Round 2, fight.
Yeah, Combat, that's the thing that's so insane about him. He's only a 16-year-old player, right? Like, he looks a lot older than he actually is.
Yeah, like,
Combat at such a young age, up to...
Combat looks like he's like 21 or something, but he's like 16. I still have trouble believing it.
I know, right?
Both bars spent, yep. Kratos coming off the resources.
He has an easier time growing a beard than I do. That's why I don't grow a beard.
Combat winning the round a little bit, but not by a considerable amount. Okay, hit confirm. Kratos doesn't have a second bar to spend this time. Just going to take the Oki. Dash up throw, good tech.
Yeah, 1-1-2 plus on block, and in the corner it's going to be a little bit of a better situation. Normally 1-1-2, yeah, it's plus, but there's loads of pushback on it. Not so extreme in the corner.
You can tell that Combat is fuzzying that back 3-string as well, because he's blocking every low and he's standing up on the second. Another empty jump. He's definitely trying to bait these flawless block attempts.
That was a round ender waiting to happen. Oh no! Unbreakable.
Damn, that's enough. I actually didn't think at all that was going to kill. I thought Combat would have been forced to go for the advantage restand. Oh, the low, the clipped.
You use your break, using his breakaway at the very start of the round, which means, you know, with his back to the corner.
Oh my
potentially
goodness.
Disastrous. Just a down two. The throw escape from Kratos as well. Unfortunately, hasn't
Oh
really put
my
in a better
God.
position. The flawless blocks from Combat have been ridiculous. Absolutely
That is the kind of flawless block that just makes my jaw drop, where it's just straight up done in the neutral. You just expect them to dash up and down for or something, and you just smack them. This whole round has been so one-sided. The breakaway forced. Okay, dash up. Again, that whole regeneration is going to be make or break. Oh! He was fishing for the crushing blow. Yeah. If he got that crushing blow, that would have been a great way of bringing it back, but just out of range.
Combat was stand blocking from that range. If he was just inches closer, he totally could have got the crushing blow. Max distance on the reptile slide, doing the crazy damage it does do. But I mean, it's just this level of awareness that's coming out from Combat right now. He just looks so insanely ready for everything. And it's coming down to flawless blocks. If someone is ready for something, flawless blocks are what to expect.
But it's the ultimate.
He makes them look effortless.
No, he does. He like flawless blocking. The way that Combat is doing it is no easy feat. But the dangerous thing about playing against someone that is so good at doing this is it makes it feel like it's just never your turn. You know, like you have a character like Johnny Cage that, in the hands of a good player, it's hard enough to find an opportunity to press as it is. You know. If you're and then if your down fours are getting flawless blocked, every jump in, your deep jump ins are getting flawless blocked. The second, I mean, what do? You start empty jumping against the amazing anti-airs. You start not taking your turn, which lets him keep his turn going even longer. Like it absolutely just puts you between a rock and a hard place, because there is no choice that is a bad choice, right? It's so dangerous. But it is not easy to play that way. You know, this is Combat we're talking about. One of the absolute best Johnny Cage players in this game. And this is a popular character, right? Being able to say you are one of the best Johnny Cage players when the character is used by so many is absolutely impressive and says a lot about how good you are with them.
Especially considering the fact that Combat, as far as I'm concerned, was the original Johnny Cage in this game.
It was the first one that we would see on tournament streams and stuff, because it was the online pro competition event that he won that really kind of put him in the spotlight.
Do you remember that tournament he won? I believe he won. It was right before Combo Breaker, the Ghost Battle series.
I don't remember. I actually don't remember any matches of that tournament.
If memory serves me right, it was Tweedy versus Combat in the finals.
I can't remember.
Sure it was. I might have a really crappy memory though. I'm sure it was.
The restand. Oh, Kratos getting opened up by that one too. Oh, the micro duck.
Back to the wall. I mean, this has been a pretty consistent turn of events as well. Shang Tsung's back to the wall, nowhere to run. Kratos kind of falling victim to it, because ultimately, look, the second Johnny Cage gets in, Kratos, he's very limited as to what he can do. It's what Cage enforces. Bad PSP player, or PS player, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub, and welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're enjoying the first of 10 going on right now.
Thanks very much, mate. There's the late breakaway. No, Kratos, this is good for me. That's that corner positioning, but... Oh, no. One throw is all it takes, and he's not only lost it, but he's given it to Johnny Cage, one of the strongest corner characters in the game. Combat.
Combo. No! Did he try and go for Ermac lift there, perhaps? I wonder.
Maybe. Oh! Eager.
Jeez.
This actually might be death. If we see standing 3, or standing 1 will do. That might still do enough. I know standing 3 is optimal, but this actually does a deceiving amount. he dead?
He should be dead. Yeah, he got the teleport at the end.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, story of Soul Eater's life.
Now that's where it gets dangerous, because standing 3 would have killed, but it's a lot harder. There we go, Kratos. Finding the magic jump kick right as combat goes for that advancing high. Yeah, that pre-combo breaker local at GGA was really stacked. That was a cool event, man. I love GGA.
I couldn't stay around for the whole thing because I was so jet lagged and tired. I had to go to bed.
No, we had to go after a few hours.
Exhausted, I was exhausted.
Big fan of the YouTube channel. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for tuning in. Now that's an ender that not only Combat was doing, but Mantis was doing earlier. I wonder if that's like an optimal ender.
It does a lot of damage by itself. Woo! Eat the disc. The bird wash. Bird wash? But bird bath? Frosty Four Stings right now, I believe, does not have a stream for Mortal Kombat. The thing about Frosty is it's an amazing tournament with loads of games, but there's so many games, I imagine it's hard to stream them all the time. I assume the later stages of the tournament are being streamed, but as far as I'm aware, the rules are not.
Damn, that was unfortunate. Kratos, he went for that forward 2 on Combat's minus frames, just trying to catch something, but Combat, he had the slightest walk back at the start, and it was enough to make it whiff. Combat takes another game. Is that 8-2, or have I miscounted? I think
9-2. It was 8-2 before, so I think this actually might be 9-2.
Let me have a look. I may have just not updated it. No, that's 8-2, I think. That's 8-2.
Are you sure?
Yeah, unless it updates now. It's coming up at in-game 8-2 score.
If it's coming up as 8-2 in-game, then I'll trust it.
Yeah. I mean, feel free to check for yourself. You just got to come out of the full screen view and press right on the D-pad once.
Now, I appreciate the kind words on Enter the Combat League, guys. That's actually a really fun series to work on. And wait a minute, Kratos. Now, is he going in with the barking irons?
This has got to be barking irons, right? I'm pretty sure ArnKratos made it to Elder God in the last season of Combat League with just barking irons. Look at that toy gun.
Bad PS player. Neither of us do milk first when we make a cup of tea, but my fiance definitely does do milk first. And she's a heathen. But it is a good cup of tea.
Okay, so it is going to be barking irons from ArnKratos, right? Are we going to see the adjustment? This is a very McCree shader, isn't it?
It was
Look at the colors.
Original, I believe Barking Irons was one of ArnKratos' initial characters.
Well, I know he played Aaron Black before Shang Tsung. I don't know if it was Barking Irons or not. That is literally a McCree shader. Look at it.
All right, so this is if this is anything, it's just refreshment. You know, like combat's going to be nice and comfortable. Yeah, sure. However, that's definitely no mix-up right there. Overhead or rifle into low shot, but. Yeah, fool me once, he immediately gets it.
Remember, Barking Irons is a very point-blank style of error. You do not want bullets in that rifle. You want the crushing blow launcher. Oh, whip punish!
But if you want to go point-blank against Johnny Cage, that's where he wants to be too. Happy. All right, Flaws. But, oh, but immediately challenged. The up 3 was so good, but the down 1 afterwards. Sneaky. But now what do we do?
Yes, oh, no!
Dead. Oh, my God. Unfortunate. Milk first. Some people do milk first with their cup of tea because some say you can scold the tea bags, resulting in a slightly inferior cup of tea.
I think it's people convincing themselves with nonsense.
Round 2, fight.
But that's just me.
I mean, tea's tea for me. I don't mind either way.
I'll spend the bar, yep. This command grab does a deceiving amount of damage when you amp it, and it's like plus 30 something, I think, on hit. Gives a tremendous amount of knockdown advantage. Oh, whip punish.
Punish.
Good footsies.
Command grab. The problem with the command grab, though, is that he is going to be giving up corner position.
But again, he does have enough advantage that he can guarantee Oki. Ooh, another hit. Combat is just getting clubbed.
Oh, immediately challenging it. Up 3. Now he's throwing him towards the corner. This is Cage. However, he did end the first round with Fatal Blow. So, I mean, for the first time, I think, ever, he's not got it.
I mean, but that doesn't mean this comeback is impossible. Oh, the wake-up options! Oh, the whiff!
No! This is still not over.
Oh, no way. God. No way is Combat going to make this comeback with just throws.
But now it's a...
Oh, he is!
Oh, my God, no!
Oh,
God. No. No. No.
That's a wrap.
Oh, that's...
Game over, man.
That is so obnoxiously fitting for what was a long comeback, one throw at a time. Oh no, that was ArnKratos' game to lose. And he unfortunately lost it.
And that's a bad miss.
Damn. Poor Aaron, dude. Dude, Johnny Cage just got to have some of the best brutalities in this game. It's got to be said. Lamook. That was a Lamook comeback if ever I've seen one.
So one more game, I suppose.
Maybe. Now ArnKratos, this is the match. What is he going to end on? Warlock it is. Now, are we going to be...
This is a lot more one-sided than I thought it would be.
This is either going to end... This can end one of two ways. Either at 10-2 or... Well, 10-9, who knows? Because this is going to be difficult for Kratos. This is the kind of situation where Kombat can play if he wants, because he has like 8 games of safety to work on. He's got characters he can swap to, variations he can swap to. He has absolutely the highest amount of a safety net, comfort zone, whatever you can have. But Kratos starting off with a big down to crushing blow. Good way of starting it. Gunner over, thank you for the 26-month resub, bro. I appreciate it, man. Welcome back. That's a long time. I appreciate it, man. Oh, the walk up. Oh, the dash through as well.
And now back to the wall. How many games have we had Kratos is back to the wall with just such little options?
Well, I feel like it's inevitable. You have a character like Johnny Cage who just wants to shove you forward over and over and over again, and then on the flip side, Warlock, you know, any keep away character that wants to keep distance is going to be moving away from you to do it, and by eventually he's going to run out of space, and the corner is there, but another throw is going to come through. Oh, combat, yes, fatal blow. Oh my goodness, that could have been it right there. The whiff, the punish.
Oh, I can't believe he didn't fatal blow. I honestly cannot believe Kratos did not fatal blow that.
I don't know if fatal blow works off 3 up 2. I'm not sure if it does. Oh, no! But you know where it does work if it's used as a reversal for the armor. God. Damn, that is crazy. Okay, yes, guys, thank you so much for the 2-month Twitch Prime resub, man. I appreciate it. Welcome back, and thanks again for the raid earlier.
I'm now curious over whether 3 up 2 fatal blow works.
I mean, it might do.
Surely he would have. Like, surely he would have done it.
Like, the hitbox goes kind of far. The main thing is the speed, but I think it maybe works, but I don't know for sure.
Well, I mean, I don't play Shang Tsung, so I'm not going to question it, but I'm sure I've seen it before.
Chat is saying that it does work.
Well, temporary, I guess, just lapse in judgment, I suppose.
It happens, man. It happens. Oh, full punish.
Oh,
that 3
full punish and then some.
But normally that 3 up 2 is actually unsafe. But Kratos, he goes for the skull after it to catch you trying to move into punish. But Combat again, he has no reason to be hasty. He has such a safety net behind him in games to lose. Still though, Kratos getting a good round on the board there. Again, this is Warlock being able to do what Warlock does best: screen control at its finest. Oh, it's just a raw shadow kick. Yeesh. Oh, big whiff.
Again, I'm looking at screen positioning. Throw escape. Bad news, to be honest, because it just doesn't let Kratos be where he wants to be. He's got to be careful how he pressures here. If he gets clicked, yeah, he's backing up. He's not even interested. He knows that the second combat gets the tables get turned, right? Shang Tsung goes where he doesn't want to be on the screen. If we're full screen, great. That's where we want. He's got
good trade.
He's not winning by a huge amount, but that's a great jump.
Oh no!
No, the drop! He tries to do the forward 2 into charge. Potentially game-ending drop right there.
Or maybe.
It put him in a terrible position.
He's still got the lead in Combat. He's looking starved on resources, but again, raw shadow kick. Combat doesn't give a fuck.
No,
fatal blow is there for Kratos. Okay, he got clipped. Oh, the crucial breakaway.
Oh, bollocks! Can't get the fatal blow.
Yes.
He should be dead. At last, we get it. Okay, a game on the board. Refreshment.
Okay, Warlock is going to be the one, that crucial jump over.
Right, I'm going to be honest, guys. I am busting for a pee. I will have to be right back.
God damn it.
I'm so sorry. I really, really need to pee. I've been drinking water the whole set.
God damn it. Go quickly.
I'm busting, man.
God damn it. Now, I feel like the biggest difference there between the Warlock games we've seen previously in this set is Kratos was able to at least establish the space, right? Johnny Cage, his forward movement is so good that you literally just need to give him one opening and you've lost the ability to keep him away for potentially the rest of the game. But this right here, okay, this right here is what I was worried about. Combat is currently up 9 games to 3. This is considered by many to be a horrendous matchup. Infinite Warden Geras against Warlock Shang Tsung, I have heard, is pretty much unwinnable. You can't zone him out. The sand trap just completely and utterly shuts you down. It's hard to anti-air him. Obviously, he out-damages you at every opportunity. But the big thing is, again, Warlock thrives on screen positioning. And that is what Infinite Warden just doesn't care about. Because he's going to hit you with a sand trap. He is going to become immune to projectiles. You're going to get slammed for 400 damage if he wants to spend the bar. And that's it. It is so difficult for Warlock to win this matchup. Ah, no bar. Delayed throw. Good tech. Another tech. You see the short hops trying to avoid the sand traps. Another empty jump. You're seeing combat. Oh! You're seeing so many point-blank empty jumps. He's trying to bait out these flawless blocks.
I get here just in time to see what is definitely a hard counter pick. Oh my god. I mean, he's forced him into a best of one, right? And now just counter pick him hard.
That's what I said, man. Like, Combat, he is not a one-character player. He has quite the arsenal of characters behind him. Whoa. The delay. I respect Kratos' like he's not mashing, right? He is looking for his moment. He's not taking down ones where he can. I don't think you can really afford to make those kind of mistakes. Oh, micro duck. Actually, that must have been a flawless block attempt if he just got standing too. Ooh, Combat. That was preemptive.
I mean, I guess if he's got breakaway, he can afford to take those risks. Now, good damage. Nice anti-air there from Kratos, but that sand trap it just changes the whole matchup, right? But now he can get the reverse throw. I like that.
But what's good is Kratos knows that, right? He's not trying to aggressively keep away in ways that... Because like, that is the first moment of the entire match he's wanted to go for any projectiles, and he immediately got sand trapped for it. You just can't.
No counter hit. He's all right for now. One more chance, though. He's now kind of crushing blowables. No anti-air. I was half expecting a 4-3 anti-air. This could be the last chance.
Oh, he could have killed him.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. And it was an escape failed. Up until the bitter end, Kratos was trying to deal with it, but was a little bit too little too late. We can see the mercy. We are. Okay. Dude, this isn't a safe mercy. This isn't a safe mercy.
Wait, no. Kratos has given up.
Bro, he's still playing.
He's back.
He 100% put his controller down. 100%.
He wasn't ready for the mercy. Of course he wasn't.
Я не ожидал,
что
no,
dude.
That's rude. That's just mean. That's rude.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a 2 for it though.
Mercy someone, just a fatal blow there walking. Oh.
Так, ребята, наш сет подходит к концу. К
Well,
сожалению,
good
да.
games and
Не
GG's all
удалось
around, guys.
победить.
Thanks very much for playing Kratos and Combat.
Отправим.
That was
Shout
the
outs.
mookest mercy I've ever seen.
That mercy was the Lamuk if
Okay.
ever I've seen one. We'll explain that another time. Just, it's
GG.
funny if you know it, but if not, deal with it.
Окей, я старался, друзья, было тяжело. Блин, ну и он тоже. Видели, я, в принципе, раунды брал. Каждую игру я брал, в принципе, раунд. Но чего-то не хватало, чего-то чуть-чуть вот не хватало. Вот, наверное, было бы их не слышно сейчас.
Your soul is mine.
Я извиняюсь, если кто-то на меня поставил. Ну, я
Короче,
старался. Пинг был высокий, на
хайпа не
самом деле,
случилось.
около 160, и действительно очень трудно было антиэрить с таким пингом. Но в целом, в принципе, играбельно было. Конечно, мне не хватает, да, опыта с такими игроками, но, в принципе, было недалеко. Вот в каждом раунде, да, счет может говорить не об этом, но было недалековато. Так, здорово, ребята, всем. Ну, видите, да, работать есть над чем, друзья, работать. Счет, конечно, такой обидный, но в целом есть позитивные моменты в игре, и можно вот учиться, искать моменты. Johnny is just broken, you are a great player. Thank you, Spammer, thank you. Ну да, nice try. Не, в целом, если спросите меня, какую игру показал, я скажу, что, ну, я играл неплохо. Не хватило вот в некоторых моментах, не угадывал. Я с Джонни Кейджем, момент, когда он прыгнет, он это делал очень неожиданно, он делал через дэш этот прыжок, да. Загонял меня в угол, и в углу вот не хватило. Давай как мужик скажи. Да что мне говорить? И так все понятно. Что ты обалдеть как перенервничал, ты дропал свои комбы, которые были королевские у тебя. Да не дропал я комбы, ребята. Комбы, я что, комбы дропал? 1-2 раза за весь сет. Комбы не причина была. Ну вот, видите, да. Джонни, Герас, это такие вот неудобные для меня персонажи. Но все равно, очень приятно было с ним сыграть и показать вообще. Огромное спасибо всем за поддержку, кто оказывал. В общем, спасибо тем, кто задонатил. Да, не получилось. Бывает, народ, не унываем. Понятное дело, это не левый чел с горы, да, это, ребята, 3-й лучший игрок мира. Но будем работать, будем учиться, искать ошибки.
Accept your
death. Спасибо всем, что смотрели.
По скиллу он ни разу сильнее тебя.
Спасибо
Единственное, за счет чего вин, по-моему, это перфект блоки. Без них бы счет был бы очень близкий. Слишком много моментов ты отдал чисто из-за перфект блоков. Красава, Арма.
Да, по сути, каждый раунд по пикселю был. Не могу сказать, что игра по счету. Все равно очень близкие бои были. И по ХП было видно, да. Каждый раунд, каждый бой. Он просто очень сильно камбэчит, да. И когда у него мало ХП остается, он начинает использовать свои сильные опции, сильные инструменты, грязные даже, да. Вперед 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Это все угадаечка, особенно на таком пинге, да. Это действительно. И если не угадаешь, 360 получаешь. Ну да. Все-таки все равно есть позитивные моменты в любом случае, не знаю, кто бы что не говорил, да, могут говорить плохие вещи тоже, без разницы, в любом случае позитивные моменты есть, и я знаю, над чем мне работать, и в принципе огромное спасибо ребятам, что покомментировали, было очень приятно сыграть. Я первый раз, на самом деле, играл с таким игроком,
это уже своего рода победа.
Онлайне, да,
хорошо дрался, были пиздатые моменты,
очень
но
тяжело.
Киллер есть киллер. Думаю, ты в любом случае не расстроен, молодца.
Не результатом, а игрой. Результат можно улучшить. Результат со временем придет, был бы 10-5, и вот эти клатчи бы взял, было бы, по сути, лучше, но... 10-3, как мы видим.
Вот, братишка, за
все
труд ты,
вокруг да
главное,
около, кроме счета, в любом случае. Ну, я старался в любом случае показать, я готовился к этому сету и по тактике, и по психологии, я не нервничал особо, если вы меня спросите. Так что тут меня переиграли, можно сказать, по сути, не только за счет матчапа, но и за счет опыта. Конечно, да, матчап бы еще получше было бы. Выиграть Джонни Кейджа нереально тяжело, один из самых сложных матчапов. Но в целом, каждый раунд был очень близок. Не получилось, бывает. Донаты громкие, тебя не слышно. Спасибо, ребята, за поддержку. Вижу, Painkiller, Немезус, Грейвхит, Депт, огромное вам спасибо, друзья. Играть с таким игроком, это уже своего рода победа. Хорошо дрался, были офигенные моменты, но киллер есть киллер. Думаю, ты в любом случае не расстроен. Конечно, я не расстроен в плане игры. Я понял, что я показал максимум, действительно, друзья. Это был максимум. Разводки все я использовал, которые нарабатывал. Тут даже дело не в тактике. Тут я не угадал многие моменты. Я вот сейчас, если даже разобрать, я не угадывал многие моменты. 1, 1, 2, 1. Я не находил момент, когда он сделает F3. Вы видели несколько раз апперкот в пустоту. Это не апперкот в пустоту, это попытка среагировать и наказать его вперед 3. Несколько раз не угадал, дальше он начал делать вперед 3. То есть такие майндгеймсы, которые я профукивал. И когда он загонял в угол, тут все и начиналось. Вот самое сложное — это выйти из угла. Шансунг очень сильно страдает в углу. Я, конечно, в принципе, выходил из этого угла, да, но ненадолго. Он быстро туда меня возвращает с помощью одной комбы или броска. И не удается в любом случае. Эрон зашел, надо было оставлять. Да не хотел я за Эрона, друзья, на самом деле. Если уж играть, я хотел полностью за Рота-ролла, Грейс, за труд ты, главное, не в сухую.
Ты все равно
не расстраивай. Да не, да нормально, друзья, нормально. Ничего такого в этом нет. Ничего такого в этом нет. Спасибо, спасибо. На пивас, бро. Саня, брат. Спасибо. Рок-н-ролла. Спасибо, ребята. Мы еще вернемся сильнее, поверьте мне, это фигня. Забей ты на этот сет, я его ношу версию. Расскажи лучше про свою версию. Да, хотелось бы посмотреть анализ этого боя в отдельном видео. Да могу вот прямо сейчас, вот я вам говорю как раз моменты, когда в нейтрале на мидскрине, да, Шансунг чувствовал себя более-менее комфортно. Третья вариация против второй вариации Джейн Кейджа, за которую он играл. Шейк не работает, вы видели, да, несколько раз я пытался зашейкать на предикте, несколько раз так. Нет, не работает, шейк здесь бесполезен, антизонинга здесь нет, поэтому зонинга тоже нет, поэтому мне приходилось идти в ближку против прессер персонажа, да, и в целом он на самом деле не так прям хорошо все блокировал, да, он апперкоты сувал, вот это все, потом я, конечно, начал назад 3 делать, он перестал эти апперкоты делать, но Малину это не делало, потому что все равно шло на мидскрине до тех пор, пока он не загонял в угол, а загонял он в угол буквально за один shadow kick, сделанный в нейтрале на рандом, или же в комбе в конце, он прямо тупо его делал и загонял меня в угол, и у меня уже не оставалось шансов, так сказать, все это прочитать, все это наказать. Ну, в любом случае. Так, да, чистые блоки тоже. Ну, чистые блоки это execution, это тут не проблема в этом. Чистые блоки, он, конечно, удивлял, да, это комбо, это неудивительно. Я тоже делал чистые блоки, у меня почаще они дропались, потому что он менял тайминг этих джамп-киков. Я тоже менял тайминг этих джамп-киков, но он постоянно эти тайминги угадывал нужный момент, возможно, как раз из-за пинга. Но это не суть, это не ключ. Ключ как раз стал вот эти 10%, которые никак я не мог добить в каждой игре. По сути, в клатч-момент каждая игра. Я просто отдал клатч, и счет, возможно, был бы 10-6, 10-7. Все еще, скорее всего, в его пользу. Но вот не хватило мне пикселей, и он в углу даже дальше дожимал. Очень бесит. Вот этот breakaway, который я сжигаю в углу, он ничего не дает. Я выхожу из комбы, но я все еще остаюсь в углу и получаю ресет. Миксап с ресетом или с броском. И поэтому, да, здесь просто матчап специфик очень такой неприятный. Но в целом позитивные моменты есть. И по игре можно, в принципе, сказать, не так плохо. Я смотрелся, хотя... Да, надо улучшаться. В любом случае, спасибо огромное, что смотрели, друзья. Призовой фонд, кстати, не пополнился. Наверное, когда играю я или играю на другом канале, призовой фонд не пополняется, так ведь? Сейчас посмотрю. Призовой фонд. Сейчас, секунду. Сейчас должно быть лучше, немного слышно. Да, призовой фонд не пополнился. Бывает. Окей. Ладно, в любом случае получил поддержку. Спасибо. HYPERSET, hi, Mystery, hi. What's up? ГГС, Арман, ты мой. Спасибо. Жаль, ну, нормально. Видите, в длинном сете это немного другое. Длинный сет, большой пинг, матчап специфик, это другие вещи. Конечно, это не все так просто. Но... будем анализировать и искать ошибки. Всем спасибо, что смотрели, друзья. Всем удачи, и мы вернемся. Не знаю, наверное, ребята, у нас будет перерыв по стримам, ибо у меня начинаются экзамены. Я все равно счастлив. Спасибо, ребята. Всем удачи, всем пока-пока. Погодите, сейчас я захочу ребят. И мы пойдем смотреть дальше сет. Что поделать? Самая суть в таких матчах, ребята, всегда суть в таких матчах, это то, что всегда можно взять реванш. Всегда можно вернуться и повторить попытку. Это самое крутое. Итак, до скорой встречи, друзья. Перевожу вас на кетчупа и мастерда. Увидимся скоро. Не болейте, живите хорошо.